Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. I was so offbeat there. I don't know where I was going. I was just, okay. So, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel again. I hope everybody is having a wonderful week and had a great day today. This right here will be what I will be doing with my hair until I get my hair done on, hopefully on Saturday. My roots are bad. So hopefully I have an appointment for Saturday. Hopefully it's not bad because I've lived in Western Pennsylvania my entire life and I still hate driving in snow. And I'm terrible at walking in anything slippy. Correct. I said slippy and not slippery. I'm from Western Pennsylvania. We say slippy. We don't say slippery. Okay, so let's get right into it. Last night I watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let's talk about it. Okay, so they started off still at the Viper Room. Dorit and Kyle, they're both screaming. And Dorit says, I want you, Kyle says, what do you want from me? And Dorit's like, I want you to effing stop screaming at me. And then the veins start popping out. You know what I mean? When Kyle gets real upset, we find out later when she gets real upset, she blacks out and her veins pop out of her head. She said the last time that her vein popped out of her forehead was when she was screaming at Camille, remember? In New York City. I think that was the first season. Like the first or second season? Yeah, so Dorit was like, later on she was like, what is she hiding? She was getting very upset. What was she hiding? And a little bit later on, Sutton is like, I think she was getting upset because, when people don't just bow down to Kyle Richards and just accept what she's saying, then she gets mad. Listen, that could be a reason. But then all of this is going on. And then Garcelle is just like, so how did you know that she was keeping in touch with PK? And Dorit's like, I had no idea. I asked her. And then Garcelle asks, well, how are you doing? I'm with Dorit on this. The two of them have never been friends. They've never been friendly. So now is the time. You can't read the room and be like, that was odd. That was weird. And amongst all of this, Sutton is kind of standing up and standing in Kyle's corner. That may very well change by the looks of it. Okay, so the next day, Garcelle and Kyle head over to Sutton's house. They're gonna be playing tennis. Let me just tell you, that tennis pro, I'd be okay with him teaching me how to play some tennis. Leave out the tennis. And it was cute. And this is the part where they're talking about, like, when Kyle gets real upset, her vein pops out and she blacks out. And this is where, this is where Sutton is like, I think she just has a problem with people standing up to her. She sure does have a problem because in her mind, she's the OG of the RHOBH is what she is. She's the, I don't want to say the grand dame. She's like the OG of 90210. And how dare anybody stand up to her? Well, Dorit is learning. Dorit is sticking up for herself. So she's saying that, oh, my panties, oh, I hate that word, panties. My panties are still in a gather from last night. So she says the first person I talked to about this morning, after the fight was Mauricio. And everybody's like, that's interesting. And she told her, I can't really talk to him anymore because Dorit's getting upset and he thinks that's stupid. And Garcelle was like, I agree with Dorit. I wouldn't want a friend of mine talking to my soon-to-be ex-husband. I wouldn't want that. Or talking to my ex-husband. And Kyle's like, well, yeah, but I mean, yours was different because of, yours was different. Meaning like Garcelle's situation that split up her marriage was different because it was infidelity. Oh, and girl, that is when Sutton said the quiet part out loud. Listen, for everybody who's been on the Beverly Hills train all these years, everybody knows this isn't the first go round with these rumors of Mauricio cheating. It has been a running narrative for probably a decade. So she said the quiet part out loud. She was like, what did she say? She said, well, it's just like your situation or something like that. And wasn't Kyle really like, what are you talking about? She doesn't remember any of that. I mean, and then they do a flashback of one of the reunions and she's like, I lost trust in him. And then they bring up all this stuff about, Instagram, him and sexy ladies with Instagram. So she don't remember it, but it's out there. We all know. It's been floating in the universe, floating in the atmosphere for years. And then all of a sudden, listen, she starts talking about the text messages. And she's like, we just send memes and jokes. Until she said now, it's not just memes and jokes, it's text. It's text messages, but they were never about the marriage. None of it was about the marriage. This isn't about face, this is different because before it was just memes and jokes. Now it's text. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark with Kyle. So the next day, Erica, or maybe the same day, Erica meets up with Dorit at like the interior design studio. And this is interesting because like Erica and Dorit are on different ends, or like their universes, their lives have like switched. Whereas Erica was on the down and out and Dorit was flying high in a marriage and having all this money. Not to say she doesn't have money, but now it's like they switched places because Erica is on the uptick back up to the, maybe the top or near where she was maybe. And Dorit is kind of, her personal life is falling apart. And so they've kind of Freaky Friday. They kind of switched places. But listen, so Erica is there looking for stuff to redo her house and furnishings to redo her house. Boy, when she said Tom's second wife, when she divorced him, she pulled up, she got a Mayflower moving wagon, a Mayflower, van, whatever, truck, pulled up, cleaned him out, took everything. Didn't even leave him with toilet paper. A pot to piss in, but no toilet paper. And meanwhile, Erica's like, I will take this amount of this and this amount of that. But you know what, though? In the situation she was in, she couldn't really be like, because people would be watching that, writing down everything that she took out. So they start talking about a few things. Number one, they think it's kind of weird that Sutton is really having this issue with Bose being so close with Dorit and being friends with Dorit. It's giving like that cliquey high school vibe, I agree. I mean, you can't all be friends. No. In the Real House, in the Housewives universe, you have to like pick a side. Well, Bose doesn't want to do that. she's going to pick whatever side she wants, and she's going to do what she wants, as she should. Dorit also says, and this is where I agree with it, Dorit is upset because she feels like Kyle texting PK is one thing, but the fact that she's been very secretive about it, didn't tell her any of this. She had to come and find out on her own. That's what she is upset about. And this is something that if it's this secretive, then it's kind of making her not trust Kyle, which I completely understand. And also Dorit's like, why exactly did she have that reaction, that over-the-top reaction like she had at the Viper Room? I mean, is she hiding something? So, okay. Also, this episode, Bose is having surgery. She's having fibroid surgery. She had said that they found a fibroid that was like the size of a grapefruit, and she has like 10 fibroids. So she's going in to get those done because she really wants to be able to start a family with her boyfriend Keeley. I hope everything goes well, because I think she's such a great mother, and I think she's just such a strong woman. So I would love, thoughts and prayers and hopes that it went well and they can start a family. And also thoughts and prayers and love going out to Bose, because I had heard that her house was lost in the fire. She lost her house in the fire, and that's sad. So thoughts and prayers go. She's never going to see this, but thoughts and prayers and love going out to Bose. Okay. So after the surgery, everybody's coming around to visit. Dorit had visited, but they didn't show it. It says 5 hours later after the surgery, Kyle shows up. Kyle says that she was hurt by what Bose said. And mainly I think she was hurt by the fact that she thinks that Bose doesn't think that she's like a girl's girl. Like she broke girl code, which Kyle loves to be like, I am a girl's girl. I did not. She did. In my mind, she did. If I was in Dorit's situation, I would not want one of my friends reaching out to my husband, who I'm separated from and may very well be divorced from in the future. I wouldn't want that. So Kyle is upset about that. And she also feels like maybe Bose's opinion of her is tainted. She didn't say by who, but we all know, like, she feels it's being tainted unfairly by Dorit. She wants to visit her and just to let her get to know herself better. Bose is happy that she's coming over. However, she's kind of wondering, like, at first she's like, maybe she just wants me to get to know her so I can see from her perspective, or maybe she's coming over to try and win me over to her side. That's exactly what that was. What is this? What is that? Is that a new wrinkle? Oh my God, are we finding new things wrong with my face? We are. Okay. So there we go. What? Do I have something written on my face? No, that's not. Okay. So anyways, now I'm being paranoid. Just don't do that. Oh, okay. So what was that? Now I can't stop looking at my eyebrows. Oh, and I might have a unibrow. Okay. So anyways, do I have to do like this the entire time? Okay. So, okay. Kyle is saying, listen, I got really upset because Dorit made me out to be someone that I'm not. Like, she's saying I broke the girl code. I didn't. I'm not that kind of person. If I wouldn't want, she says, I wouldn't want her doing that with Mose. So if it upsets her, then I will stop. You're a hypocrite. What time is it? Oh, sugar. Did my phone stop working? 7:54. Oh, 7:53. Okay. Let's move this along because Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is coming up. Okay. Yeah, she wouldn't want Dorit doing it, but she does it. Very hypocritical. Kyle then says, that, listen, Bo says, something like, well, you two have different views of your friendship. Like, obviously, she didn't say this, but obviously Dorit thought more of the friendship. Kyle's like, listen, when I am good friends with when I'm in a strong friendship, I share everything. And I did share everything with Dorit, but Dorit didn't share everything with me. Like, meaning she didn't tell her about her issues in her marriage, which is a lie, because then they did a flashback where she sat there. They had dinner at Kyle's house and she told her everything. Like, she doesn't know if they're going to be able to make it. She told her everything. And Bose doesn't buy this, because Bose was like, wait a minute, you're saying that you've known Dorit all these years and she didn't tell you anything, but on from the first moment that I met her, she completely opened up about her husband. Because remember, when they met at the Surrealist party, she was like an open book. She was like, well, how are you doing? She said, how are you? Oh, not great. My husband is an alcoholic and we're separated and this and that. From Jump Street. She's like, no, I don't buy this. So she says to Kyle that, well, Dorit visited me and she's just upset that you wouldn't show her the text messages that you sent to PK. That really bothered her. Kyle's like, well, if you're a manipulative person, then what did I write? If you're a manipulative person, then you think someone is being manipulative. And then just to switch it over to make it look like, like she's not the bad person. Look, here's this internet rumor. You remember that internet rumor? Everybody was like, Dorit's getting kind of handsy with Mauricio. Is something going on between the two of them? What's going on between her and Mauricio? She brought that up and she was like, look at this, but this is ridiculous. Is it? Why do you have it saved? Why do you have it saved on your phone then, Kyle? Is there a part of you that maybe believes that? I'm just saying. They're bringing up all these rumors that we were talking about out in the universe. We all been talking about. Now they're talking about it. So what else? Now, oh, wait a minute. That's not right. Okay. Where's my notes? So she bringing all that up and then doesn't both say, they say hit dog gonna holler. Kyle is hollering. Kyle is trying to deflect. Why can't you just show Dorit the text messages? What are you hiding? Well, we find out what she's hiding, because Garcelle, Kyle, and Sutton, they kidnap, not really, they take Erica to Chuck E. Cheese. They drive Erica to someplace in the Middle Valley. What'd she say? The Middle Valley, into some nondescript plaza in the middle of nowhere to Chuck E. Cheese for some old recycled pizza and skee ball. I was like, oh, I mean, Erica enjoyed it, but were there old recycled pizza pieces? So they go in, they're talking. Why do I keep doing this with my laptop? Hold on a second. Okay, so she gets her pizza party. And sitting there, they're talking. And Kyle, what do I have written here? Kyle said she's been talking to, she talked to Mauricio about all of this stuff. And then Garcelle just comes out and is like, hey, listen, be who you want to be. Listen, if you want to be a lesbian, then go ahead, be one. Be whoever you want to be. And then that goes into talking about Dorit. So Erica said she had spoken to Dorit, and Dorit had said she just wants to make sure like nothing's going on between her and PK, like that she isn't telling PK, stuff about their marriage. Kyle then thinks, well, here's my time to come out and just show and vindicate myself and show nothing's going on between us. Watch this. I'm going to show that nothing's going on. Nothing is going on. So she gets the text out, she reads it, and guess what? It wasn't just memes and jokes. Right after they separated, she sent him a text message saying like she'll always be his friend, and basically what he says between them stays with her. So listen, they ain't talking about no memes. Nobody just keeps a meme or a joke, a meme to themselves, right? We all share memes. So, this is more than memes. She thought she was sharing that because she thought she did nothing wrong. She's like, I will share this one time and one time only. Vindication. It wasn't vindication. There was no V for vindication. No V for victory. So, and everybody knew it. Everybody's looking around like, ooh, girl, it's not. So Garcelle goes to visit Bose next day. I'm talking about Kyle and Dorit. She lets it slip. She lets her know, hey, Kyle read that text. And she tells her what it said. And Bose was right. Bose said, listen, Kyle doesn't know the definition of friendship. And she didn't know the meaning or definition of friendship. And she doesn't know what it means when you say nothing's going on, because shit isn't computing, right? Bose heard that news and she was like, I don't understand in what's going on. Right. Because didn't Kyle surely enough thought her share of that was going to be it. Now, next week, it looks like they go to Bose's house. They have a little spa serenity thing. She's like, I want everybody to just de-stress. And she's like, by the way, how about you read that text message? Ooh, and then Kyle starts screaming. When things are not going her way, she starts crying, screaming, and run away, like in Amsterdam. Okay, so listen, in the comments, let me know what you thought. And if nobody told you yet today, you're loved, seen, and heard, please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world, so it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another. Always be aware of your surroundings. Be smart and safe. Hydrate often with water. And if you're in a dangerous situation, especially in California, please know that Dolly and I are sending our love, thoughts, prayers, and all the positive vibes and energy that you need to get to the other side. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.